Welcome back to Goody TV, and this is Goody. And today we want to talk about causes of unemployment. Majorly want to focus on youth, because yearly Kenya produces approximately more than 10,000 graduates to the markets, and basically the government cannot give chances to each and every youth who requires to be employed in these what collar jobs. And today I have Marvin Mabonga from TUM. I really want to discuss this issue. How can we take care of this issue and how can we solve it? Yaje?
Poa sana.
How are you feeling today?
I'm okay.
Marvin, this case called unemployment and majorly is among youth. Okay, as per you, how can you rate this thing? Youth affect you or aje na hii cause ya unemployment?
Okay, first of all, in Kenya we have over 43% of the population that are youths. Yeah? And you'll come to find out that in this 43%, over 68% that are unemployed. First of all, it's not that Kenya we don't have the workplace where we can employ our youths. And second of all, we have different employments. We have the governmental employment, as well we have the self-employment. You as a youth, you can be employed. Actually, you can employ yourself because we have self-employment. So if at all we are going to talk in this case, I don't know, where are we referring to? Is it the governmental employment or the self-employment?
Okay, let us generalize those things. We want to come up with the solution that can help a youth outside there. Kujua kuna wase wanategemea when I get out of the school, the government will produce, give me chances, no? Basically, for a train, white collar jobs. What is true, sindio? And basically, msa graduate ako sure anaenda kupata kazi kwa ofisi, which is totally opposite from what is outside there, sindio? So what can we do? What can the government do to help this youth change their mindset? Ndio wakae ile akili ya I can get employed or I can come up with my own business.
Okay, first of all, in Kenya, you'll find out that if you graduate today, you'll not get the job tomorrow.
Okay.
Because most of the companies or most of the institutions that employ the youths or employ any other Kenyan will actually want you to have an experience. For example, if today you went to apply for a journalism job, maybe in one of the leading company or leading corporation or broadcasting corporation, they look at your experience. And experience, you'll only get experience just immediately you are done with your, immediately you graduate. After your graduation, if at all you are going to maybe volunteer somewhere or you're going to get an intern somewhere, that's now what we call experience. And mostly you'll find out that for you to get employed, you need an experience of at least 3 years, at least 5 years. And this one can only be encountered if at all in Kenya. Us as youths, we are going to not mainly focus on the governmental employments. Personally, as Mabonga, I can come up with my company because nowadays you can register a company at only 20,000 in Kenya. If at all you're going to register your company and you now going to take some, maybe you now going to start some jobs there. For example, if today you are an IT expert, if today you just sit somewhere, then design your workstation where you'll be maybe doing some IT jobs, for example, making the websites. We also have other designs that people really want them. So if at all you're going to venture into that as a youth, then that's a self-employment.
Okay.
And this one, you'll not actually expect any person to come and give you that idea. It's just begin by your passion. So to encounter that unemployment rate, at least let these youths, let us create our own jobs so that we can employ other youths out there.
Okay, we talk about creating our own jobs. Basically, you can't create your own job. For you to create or come up with a business, you must have that capital. Okay, and the government, I think the government has the power to provide capital for the youth. How do you think the government should come up with it? What are the ways that the government should do to ensure that it reaches that youth that is sitting outside there the vehicle pale kwa vile yule youth mwenye ako pale chini mwenye as in ana hiyo those channels za kufikia that loan?
Okay, you know, first of all, let me just remind you that there are loans that are given in the country currently, and there are also grants. If at all today you come up with a CBO, that's a community-based organization of maybe 10 or 20 youths, and you get registered at the ward level. Yeah, currently, the government gives the loans to the community-based organizations. If at all you form your organization, that's a CBO, then present the certificate to the relevant authority, probably you'll get a loan. And if you are given that loan, wengine tunapata loan tunaenda kukunywa, tunatafuta madem nini. I think that one should be regulated or minimized, whereby if you get that loan from the government, you venture into the business. After venturing into the business, there are some profits. Yeah, so that profit is now the capital that will now start maybe that organization that I'm talking about before you repay back the loan to the government.
Okay, Mabonga, this guy tayari ako na hiyo loan.
Yes.
You have told them how to cut the loan. What do you think are the best ventures where he can channel their money so that they can go out, make something bigger for themselves?
Okay, you know, it depends with the geographical location where the person is. For example, if today a person is in Mandera, I don't think that person can begin a business maybe for selling jumpers and sweaters because the region there is very hot. If at all there is a person in Western where we have a lot of rain, we have a lot of rainfall each year. Yeah. If at all this person will venture into mitumba business to sell some warm clothes to the residents and whatever, I think that one will be one of the business that will not actually go to school to get experience. Yeah, it's just out of your mind. If at all you've bought this cloth at 200 bob and you want to make a 50% profit, then you sell it at 300. Yeah.
Mabonga, July 14th, if I'm not wrong, TUM is going to produce graduates. What do you tell them? Because they are going outside there with the mind they're going to get employment. What is your message to those graduates for this year?
Okay, you know, it's not prudent for me to actually advise them because personally I've not graduated. But what I'll tell them, maybe out of experience from the people that I've seen out there, let them go out, create their own jobs, yeah, rather than just going there, sit down to wait for the government maybe to employ you. If at all today you've graduated with a bachelor's of art in education, of which TUM doesn't offer that, but I'm just generalizing. If at all you graduated with that degree and you are out there, TSC will not employ you today. What if you come up with your coaching and teaching back at home to other students? I think you'll actually make something out of that. If at all you have a business person who's done accounting, that person is not going to be employed in the bank tomorrow. Yeah? Let that person go home, look on the ways of how he or she can come up with businesses. Then after that, ndio uanze kufanya zile applications za kule nje, because they'll now be gaining the experience that maybe the relevant authorities or the employment institutions want. Yeah.
Maybe the last word to the youth.
Okay. As Mabonga, you know, I'm always an activist for the youths. And what I can tell them is that let them not give up in whatever they do. You know, if at all you're doing something with passion and you have actually a dream about what you're doing, then you'll probably make it. So let them not give up.
Okay, it has been an interview between me and Mabonga, and basically he has told us, let us use common sense. I think that's the main thing.
Yeah, actually.
Let us use common sense. Let us try as much as we can. Let us not depend on white-collar jobs because they're not enough. Find loans, venture into business, and finally make it. Thank you, and may God bless you.